Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Development of curriculum in Indonesia. The first, Study Plan 1947. The 1947 curriculum is also known as the 1947 lesson plan. The change in the direction of education is more political, from the orientation of dark education, the national interest. Number 2, Unrevised Study Plan 1952. The 1952 curriculum was a refinement of the previous curriculum and was named the 1952 Unrevised Lesson Plan. The most prominent and characteristic of this curriculum in the thematic concept. Number 3, Education Plan 1964. The issue developed in this curriculum is the concept of active, creative, and productive learning. Through this concept, the government set Saturday as Credit Day. This means that students are given the freedom to practice various activities according to their talents and interests. Number 4, Curriculum 1968. The goal is more emphasized to enhance mental, moral, character, and religious belief. A special feature that stands out from the 1968 curriculum is the correlated subject curriculum. Number 5, Curriculum 1975. The government perfect the 1968 curriculum in 1975. The background of its birth was the result of a number of changes by national development. The teaching methods, material, and objective are detailed in the instructional system development procedure. Number 6, 1984 curriculum. This curriculum was born because the 1975 curriculum was said to be unable to keep up with the rapid progress of society. In particular, the 1984 curriculum prioritized student activity in learning. The development of this learning process scaled the active student learning method or CBSA approach. Number 7, 1994 curriculum. In 1994 curriculum, the government updated the curriculum as an effort to integrate the previous curricula, especially the 1979 and 1984 curriculum. Some of the change ranging for change to the system of division of lesson time from semester to quarter. Number 8, Curriculum to 2004. In 2004, give birth to the competence-based curriculum, or KBK, as a substitute for the 1994 curriculum. The purpose of the competence-based curriculum is to develop the potential of students to face their role in the future by developing a number of life skills. Number 9, 2006 curriculum. The 2006 curriculum is commonly known as Education Unit Level Curriculum, or KTSP, and has been in the effect since law number 10 of 2003 concerning the national education system, which was later described in Government Regulation number 10 of 2003. Number 10, Curriculum 2013. The 2013 curriculum emphasizes character education. In its implementation, character education is integrated in all learning in each field of study. In addition, this curriculum emphasizes the formation of spiritual attitude in core competence 1, or KI1, and social attitude in core competence 2, KI2. The 2013 curriculum is still valid and applied in Indonesian school. Furthermore, Kemendikbudristek submit a new curriculum plan that will take effect starting in 2022, where the new curriculum is considered more flexible, and to 2022 curriculum is focused more on essential material and not too dense material. The next material is model of Indonesian curriculum and syllabus. Teaching plans, or teaching preparation, or better known as lesson units, are program of teaching and learning activities is MELES unit. Teacher develop plan in their file for period of 1 year or 1 semester, 1 week, or only a few hours. For 1 year and semester, it is called a unit program, while for several hours, it is called a unit lesson program, which in its implementation, the 2004 curriculum has component of basic competence, standard material, learning procedure, class-based methods, and evaluation, as well as teaching material or tools used. 2013 curriculum, this is very important for all high school teachers to know, especially for teacher whose school implementation the 2013 curriculum. The next material compare the model of Indonesia curriculum and syllabus with our country. Different in the curriculum and syllabus system in Indonesia and our country. Indonesia and other countries have striking different in learning system applied, as is the case in establishing early childhood and education, where this education is good for training children motor development. However, in Indonesian, it is more for learning to read, write, and count for early childhood. While abroad, early education is playing and interacting to explore the environment. Then, in terms of study time, which time in Indonesian is dance for a long time together, that the afternoon of Indonesia student is a time to study. While abroad, student only study in class in 13 for 14% and the rest in the plan playing in the interaction with their friend. Then for the S the test given by the teacher, this is what really distinguishes Indonesia from other countries. Most countries outside Indonesia do not provide assignment or homework. However, in Indonesia, almost every school will always give assignment to be done at home. The goal is good to increase studying knowledge, but this can actually make them bored and depressed. From the side of the final exam, it is well known that Indonesian applies the final exam as a determinant of graduation. While abroad, the final result is determined based on the accumulated learning that has been done every day. And for compulsory education, every child who has been known by education science, he was young. But abroad, education is only starting to be known to children when they are 7 years old, and based on research conducted in it is now the best way to introduce children. The education is with it when they are 7 years old. Similar of Indonesia curriculum and syllabus system. Similar between Indonesian and New Zealand education system, the education system in Indonesia also has other countries such as New Zealand, where New Zealand implement an education system for early childhood, secondary to higher education. The education system implemented by New Zealand is aimed at developing study-oriented abilities so that later they can focus on sharpening the character intelligence of students. In addition, it is also to improve student practical abilities which will be needed in the future. Truth is different and similar between the learning system in Indonesian and abroad. Every child has the same right to get an education. Likewise, the state has a responsibility for the education of its people. Therefore, the role of teaching staff, parents, and the government, it is very important in supporting a good education for every child.